Baseball fans, welcome to Ankeny High School for tonight's conference matchup with the visiting Dowling Catholic Maroons and your Ankeny Hawks. Let's introduce our starters for tonight's game. First for the Maroons. Leading off at catcher number 7, Matthew Hinton. Batting second in center field, number 3, Nick Frericks. Batting third and on the mound, number 9, Trevor Balmer. In the 4th spot, first baseman number 30, Max Shelton. Batting 5th, number 8, the left fielder, Drew Brock. Hitting 6th, the designated hitter, number 23, Dylan Webb. Batting 7th at third base, number 25, Joey Nahas. In the 8th hole, the shortstop, number 1, Carter Nicholson. And batting 9th at second base, number 6, Jack Barrett. Right fielder will be number 14, Matthew Kerner. Head coach for the Maroons is Mark Roaring. And now, here are the starters for your Ankeny Hawks. Leading off, the center fielder, number 2, Evan Erlmeyer. Batting second in left field, number 18, Jack Clevidence. Batting third, he plays first. He wears number 1, Karsten Bernhold. Batting cleanup at shortstop, number 29, Kenneth Voss. Batting 5th, right fielder, number 12, Blake Morgan. In the 6th spot, number 11, third baseman, Jack Goodwin. Batting 7th, behind the dish, number 8, Henry Ha. Hitting 8th, the designated hitter, number 14, Will Davies. And batting 9th, second baseman, number 22, Carson Riggs. On the bump for the Hawks, number 4, Zach Alverson. Head coach for Ankeny is Joe Ballvan.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to baseball here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team. Andy Pollack with you here tonight. On the call as the Hawks will be taking on the Dowling Catholic Maroons in tonight's Central Iowa Metro League opener. As the Hawks are the home team on the scoreboard tonight, they will be out there in their cream and maroon. Dowling will come out in their maroon pinstripe pants jerseys here later on. Zach Halverson on the bump tonight for the Ankeny Hawks, the junior, 0-1 on the season with a 4.2 earned run average. Dowling 2-0 on the season to get started. They've got wins, the Maroons do over Lewis Central 6-1 and ADM 12-2 in a shortened affair there. The Hawks 1-3 on the season. They've played some really good teams so far, including Cedar Rapids Kennedy, who's ranked 2 to start the season. Kennedy beat them this weekend 13-8. They've also lost to Bettendorf and Pleasant Valley, actually split with Pleasant Valley on the opening night Wednesday last week. So getting ready to go here as Dowling preseason ranked number 6 as the catcher throwing down nearly takes the face off of Halverson. As we get started here tonight around the infield for the Hawks, is the catcher, Bernholtz at first, Riggs at second, Voss at short, Goodwin at third, Jack Clevenance out in left, Evan Erlmeyer in center, and Blake in right. Leading things off for the Maroons tonight is going to be the center fielder Matthew Hanton. As Hanton comes in and watches that first pitch on the outside corner for strike one. The scouting report on Halverson. He's got the Frisbee slider. You're going to see that thing move all over the place tonight. Tops out in the mid-80s as he starts off from the windup here, and he's really working that outside corner on Hanton. Gets it extended a little bit there for strike two. Quick 0-2 count from Halverson to Matthew Hanton. Hanton crowds have played a little bit more. Halverson throws that slider. That's ripped out into center field right to Erlmeyer, who will camp out underneath it and make the play for out number one.
Here's the center fielder, number 3,
Nick Frericks. Up next for the Maroons. Frericks comes in batting .429 on the season. A couple stolen bases, so he's a threat there if he gets on base. Watches that first pitch, chops it there, and that is going to go foul as Hawk calls everybody off and quickly grabs it. So once again, up in the count, 4 pitches, 4 strikes for Zach Halverson dealing here early on tonight. Dowling's batting order: Matthew Hanton, Nick Frericks, Trevor Baumler, Max Shelton, Drew Brauch, Dylan Webb, Joey Nahas, Carter Nicholson, and Jack Barrett. That ball is hacked out into right field, and getting to it is Blake, but that's going to be a single.
Frericks will go opposite for a base hit. Brings up number 9, the pitcher, Trevor Baumler.
And this will bring up Baumler. Baumler, the reason so many scouts are here in the crowd here tonight. Baumler batting .333. He makes a difference not only at the plate, but also on the hill. We'll talk a lot about him as the night goes on. You see several cameras and radar guns here in the crowd tonight. Healthy lead over at first base. As we mentioned, Frericks definitely a threat to steal as he takes one more scoot forward. That first pitch is fouled off the end of the bat of Baumler. Baumler, a pretty imposing fella out there, standing about 6'2", 6'3". As he looks around, if you recognize that name, his older brother is with the Orioles organization right now, working his way up through there. Another scooch forward from Frericks over at first. And ball rifled down the third baseline, foul. And again, 0-2 the count now. I'm not sure there's been a ball pitched so far tonight through the first 3 batters by Zach Halverson. As he looks in to get the sign from Ha once again. Halverson checks the runner, a little stare down there between him and Frericks. Looks over again. I think he might have just said something to Frericks, not sure. Once again, there's that little slider, and it's lifted out into center field, and underneath it again is Erlmeyer to make the play.
Erlmeyer right in his tracks for 2 away. Here's the first baseman, number 30, Max.
I'll bring up
Shelton.
Max Shelton, first baseman for the Maroons, the little lefty out there. Steps up to the plate. Doesn't look like a lot of first baseman, but about 5'9" as he stands out there with a bat on his shoulder. Frerick still at first for the Maroons. And the first ball of the night, pitched by Halverson. Took him 4 batters to throw a ball. Nice start for him. Expecting a pretty low-scoring, fast-paced game here tonight with these 2 pitchers going at it with each other. Ball's fouled back over to the softball field here at Ankeny High School. Got a slight breeze blowing out straight to left field tonight, as expecting some severe weather maybe to work its way in not before the end of the game, before the end of the night tonight, and certainly tomorrow. Encourage everybody to be weather aware. Halverson goes in tight with that slider on Shelton, turning him sideways, and the count is now 2-1. Max Shelton, the senior for Maroons, played a lot of baseball and football for Coach Mark Roaring and Coach Tom Wilson down there at Dowling Catholic. That ball's outside. So first time really we've seen Zach Halverson get behind an account tonight. Operating still from the stretch, Nick Frericks at first base for Dowling. Runner goes, and that ball hits Shelton. Or did it not? It did not hit him, but the ball is still live. But Shelton heads to
Shelton with
first.
the base on balls. Here's the left fielder, number 8, Drew Brown.
And that will send Frericks to second on the walk. Drew Brauk now the left fielder for the Maroons. Brauk early on in this season batting .400. Huge lead from Shelton over at first with no one holding. Frericks a little more cautious at second base as Riggs playing around a little bit with him there. That pitch comes in upstairs for ball 1. So after Halverson was locked in to get started, he's throwing a few balls here now. Halverson looks around. Taking his time out there, waits till Riggs comes off and throws high in. They throw back to try to get Shelton. He's back in safely. Quick throw there from Ha. Snap throw down to first base as they tried to sneak Carson Bernholtz in behind Shelton over there at first. Nice little play. Almost caught him napping over there. Shelton takes a big lead once again. Again, Frericks, small lead at second. Riggs bouncing in and out. Halverson from the stretch. That ball swung on and missed by Brauk. 2-1 the count right now from Zach Halverson to Drew Brauk. Dylan Webb waiting on deck for the Maroons. Again, Halverson looks around. That ball fouled out of play. And that's why I did not park my van over there. It just sent off Rodney Tomlinson's car alarm. Rodney, our public address announcer, always has a good time with those. You'll find him all over. 2-2 the count right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Halverson trying to put the Maroons down in this first inning. Goes outside and misses, loads up the count. Nick Frericks at second, Max Shelton at first. Runners will be going now on a full count with 2 outs. Beautiful night here on the south side of Ankeny. Halverson. As the runners go, that ball is lifted into left field, and great diving catch out in left field by Jack Clevidence to make the play. The Maroons go down, they get a couple base runners, but they go down. Some great defense by Jack Clevidence out in left field. We head to the bottom of the first, back after this 0-0. Maroons and the Hawks.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Welcome back to the south side of Ankeny here as we head to the bottom of the first inning. As some great defense and some very good pitching by Zach Halverson. As our first look in Iowa high school baseball tonight at Trevor Ballmer, pitcher for the Maroons. Scouting report comes in on Ballmer as he stands up there, 6'2", 6'3", looks very tall on the hill, with a fastball topping out. They said this last weekend they got him at 96 at a showcase, and Ballmer's first pitch to Evan Erlmeyer, the center fielder, who's made a couple good plays in the first inning, is a strike. Erlmeyer from the left side. That pitch swung on and missed. Oh, 0-2 the count right now to Erlmeyer. Curveball drops a little bit early in the dirt for ball 1. That ball is hit out into right field, and right underneath it for the Maroons is Matthew Kerner. Kerner makes the play for out number 1. Erlmeyer got in front of that one.
Here's the left fielder, number 18, Jack Clevidence.
Jack Clevidence steps up to the plate now. Had that brilliant defensive play. Clevidence now through 4 games batting .500.
Bumler to Hanton, the battery for the Maroons.
So Clevidence steps up. High fastball, tough to catch up to there for Clevidence for strike 1. Clevidence, future Division I baseball player at Evansville. Two-way player. They like him for his pitching. They like him for his hitting. As that fastball misses upstairs. Jack's had a nice career as a Hawk here in his senior campaign. Goes after the slider. And there are a lot of cameras and a lot of radar guns here tonight. Talked to several guys here with Major League Baseball. And that evens up the count at 2 apiece. Baumler from the windup. Goes high on the outside corner and strikes out Clevin. It's for out number 2.
Baumler will get the strikeout for 2.
We imagine this will be a pretty low-scoring, like
Here's
you
the
said,
Hawk
low-scoring,
first baseman,
fast-moving
number
game
1,
tonight.
Karsten
That'll
Bernhold.
bring up Carson Bernholtz. Bernholtz, a junior, batting .250 early on in the season. Checks his swing, but the home plate umpire says he went for strike 1. Crowd doesn't like that call. And that ball is swung on as it goes after the slider. Makes the count 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count right now to Carson Bernholtz on a beautiful evening on the south side Ankeny. Curveball ripped foul once again. Not even sure what it found out there. Maybe a nuclear power plant. You just never know what's going to come out of the fingers of Rodney Tomlinson. Here's the 0-2. Hangs upstairs. A lot of fans on hand here tonight. They've filled up the bleachers on the Ankeny side, and they are standing up top on the softball field as well, trying to get a view down into here. As that ball's hit out into center field, and a single there for Carson Bernholtz.
Bernhold with a single up the middle. Brings up the shortstop, number 29, Kenneth Voss.
I'll bring up Kenneth Voss. If that name's familiar, Kenneth Voss, a really, really good defensive back this year for Coach Bauer's state runner-up Ankeny Hawks football team. He watches that first pitch for a ball. Baumler from the stretch. Misses that one upstairs as well. Around the infield for the Maroons, Hanton is the catcher, Joey Nahas at third, Carter Nicholson at short, Jack Barrett at second, Max Shelton at first. That ball just on the upstairs part of the zone for strike 1 to Kenneth Voss. Probably has some family back in the Prairie City, Monroe area watching him tonight. Baumler misses that one upstairs. 3-1 now. First opportunity we've seen for a Hawk to have a chance to go after one here. Bernholtz pretty close over at first base. Baumler sets and delivers and misses and draws a walk, does Voss. So the Hawks trying to get a little rally on 2.
Here's the Ankeny right fielder, number 12, Blake
That'll bring
Morgan.
up Blake Morgan. As Baumler looks in once again. That ball is fouled out to right field, and giving chase and not able to get it was Matthew Kerner up against the fence in right. Carson Bernholtz at second, Kenneth Voss at first, Blake Morgan at the plate. Morgan batting .455, early on in this 2024 summer. One more week of school for the Ankeny Hawks. Here's the 0-1. Swung on up the middle and picked up and throwing over to first and safe at first. Legging out the infield hit is Blake Morgan showing off the wheels.
Shows off the wheels. Here's the third baseman, number 11, Jack Goodwin.
And that'll move Bernholtz to third, Kinnick Voss to second, and Blake Morgan there safe at first. Jack Barrett wanted to go to the second base right away. Didn't have time to get there, decided to turn and head throw back to first base, and by that time Blake Morgan was standing there safe. So Jack Goodwin up to bat right now. He grounds it over to second base, and quickly making the play there is Barrett. And the Maroons get out of a little bit of a jam there. Hawks trying to do some damage here
No score.
with the Major League prospect Trevor Baumler on the mound. We'll be back with a second inning right after this. This is the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Welcome back as we get set to go here in the top of the second inning. Dylan Webb steps up to the plate for the Maroons. Watches that first pitch for a ball. Webb slices that one right through the old 5.5 spot out there, sneaks it by Voss, and a little seeing eye single.
Webb with the base hit.
For Webb.
Here's number 33.
Designated hitter. That'll bring up Joey Nahas.
Make that number 25, third baseman, Joey Nahas.
Nahas, a sophomore. His dad, Jimmy, is the JV coach for the Maroons. As Webb protects his lead over there at first base. Halverson looks over. And Nahas goes after the inside pitch. Great control by Halverson to throw that fastball in on the hands. Gets ahead of Nahas, 0-1 the count. Haas sets up way outside, and Nahas tries to push it that way as well. And quickly ahead in the count is Halverson. Dylan Webb over at first, being held on by Karsten Bernholtz. Halverson, as the runner goes, and Nahas puts that thing out into center field, and the runner was going right away. Could have a play at third base, and safe at third base. Home plate umpire was there. Safe at third is Webb, as he was stealing in the first place on the hit and run. And Nahas goes to second on the throw.
Dowling, the shortstop, number 1, Carter Nicholson.
So the Maroons trying to piece something together here in the second in business here, as they've got runners on second and third with nobody out. 0-2 count. Interesting time for a hit and run, but it pays off for Coach Mark Roaring. And now Nicholson watches that first pitch on the outside corner. Is once again back to Halverson trying to work ahead in the count. And a nice location on that one to Nicholson. Now ahead in the count 0-2. No score here in the top of the second. Again, a light breeze has shifted more towards the foul territory in left field. That ball's popped up out of play. Souvenir for a fan. That time it caught a horse. Oh, it was Scooby. I'm sorry. I was corrected there. Like we said earlier, one more week at school here for the Ankeny Hawks. The seniors, though, on the team are done as of tomorrow. I'm sure they'll be happy to start focusing on baseball. That pitch misses outside. That pitch popped up into right field. Runners set to tag up, but incoming to get it is Blake Morgan, and actually coming over from second base to get a nice play made by Riggs, coming from second to get it, and not deep enough for the runners to go. Nice play made by Riggs.
6, second baseman, Jack Barrett.
I'll bring up the number 9 batter for the Maroons, Jack Barrett. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Halverson trying to work his way out of an early jam here in the top of the second. All fouled right back at us. That ball was getting bigger and bigger as it came towards the backstop. 1-1 the count to Jack Barrett. Runners on second and third for the Maroons. That pitch misses a little bit outside once again. The other ones I can see, but I'm not sure that Zach Halverson liked that call. He didn't miss that by much. That pitch on the inside corner. Just painting the corners there for Halverson. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. 1 out in the top of the second. That ball is picked up, and Bernholdt's going to make the play over at first. Runner to score.
3 unassisted, but the Maroons get on the board. 2 away. Top of the order.
As the Maroons head back to the top of the order.
Matthew Hinton.
Dylan Webb scores a run for the Maroons to give them the 1-0 lead. Bernholtz was thinking of throwing that ball home if he could field it. Got the out instead. Hawks were going to need a run to win anyways. Takes the out. That pitch misses outside. Hanton 0 for 1 on the day. He flew out to Erlmeyer in center. Again, liking to work in on the hands, so doing a nice job with Halverson with working in on the hands and then tossing that slider in every once in a while as well, not allowing the Maroons to get comfortable swinging at his pitches. 1-1 the count. I missed it outside. The runner at third for the Maroons is Joey Nahas. Nahas advanced Webb early in the inning on a hit and run. That ball's hacked out into right center field, and Erlmeyer makes the play once again.
Erlmeyer tracks it down for out number 3. Dowling cracks the ice. 1 run.
So the Maroons get a run off 2 hits.
We'll go to the bottom.
1 left on base.
1-0.
Back right after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
For the Hogs, the
Welcome back
catcher,
to
number
the
8,
south side of
Henry
Ankeny.
Ha.
Henry Ha leading things off for the Hawks. Maroons got a run to draw first blood in the top of the second. As that first pitch just a little bit low. Matthew Hanton tried to frame it. Baumler on the outside corner for the strike there. That'll draw some of the ire of the Ankeny fans who right now not super happy with the zone of our home plate umpire tonight. 1-1 the count. And that is on the inside corner for strike 2 to Ha. And a little off speed catches Ha for the strikeout. Second strikeout of the night
Baumler
for
with a K for out number 1.
Major League
Here's the
Baseball
designated
prospect Trevor
hitter, number
Baumler.
14, Will Davies.
We'll bring up Will Davies, our designated hitter tonight. That first pitch right on the low part of the zone for strike 1. Pretty light couple weeks here for the Hawks baseball team as that curveball catches the outside corner for strike 2, and now Baumler working ahead in the count. And there's strike 3, so 6 straight strikes thrown and 2 strikeouts for Baumler.
Coming to the plate, second baseman, number 22, Carson Riggs.
Carson Riggs steps up to the plate. The Hawks with a rough schedule to start the year. Cedar Rapids, Kennedy, Bettendorf, and Pleasant Valley, a couple great teams. They are in action Wednesday night. They go to Waukee, and then Saturday we'll host Davenport North and North Polk. Baumler hangs that curveball a little bit, and again, ahead in the count. 0-2. Baumler has thrown 8 pitches and 8 strikes here in the bottom of the second inning. He's got that curveball working right now. Here's the 0-2 to Riggs. And 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts in that inning.
Baumler will strike out
Baumler.
the side in the bottom of the
He strikes
second.
out the side.
We'll
We'll
go
head
to the
to the third.
1-0, Maroons.
Hawks going to try to keep playing great defense. Back after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Yes.
US Cellular, built for us.
The Maroons will send here in the top of the third Nick Frericks, Trevor Balmore, and Max Shelton to the
Here's
plate.
the center fielder, number 3, Nick Frericks.
Halverson scattered a couple hits so far, no real damage done by the Maroons. Three hits so far. That first pitch misses up and in to Frericks for ball one. Nice start tonight, though, for Zach Halverson. As he misses that pitch outside. He's got some zip to his pitches right now. Throwing very hard. And that pitch, a little bit of a screwball movement on that as it went in on the hands. For a strike on Frericks. Frericks 1 for 1 with a single to right center tonight. Takes a big swing at that one, evens up the count at 2 apiece. Two and two, the pitch from Halverson. Throws that slider for strike 3.
Halverson with a strikeout for 1 away.
Man, you get Halverson up in that count. He
Here's
throws
the
that
pitcher,
nasty,
number 9,
what
Trevor
we were told is a
Balmer.
frisbee slider, man, that has some nasty movement to it. Gets the strikeout. First of the night for Halverson. Baumler. As that ball catches the outside corner for strike 1. So now Halverson back in his groove. That ball not quite able to be reached by Ha. 1-1 the count. That pitch missed outside as well. Here's a 2-1. Ooh, that ball's lined right back up the middle, a single for Baumler.
Baumler buzzes the tower. Here's the first baseman, number 30, Max Shelton.
We'll bring up Max Shelton, the first baseman. Got on base with a walk earlier tonight.
Time to buzz the tower, Goose.
Shadows starting to creep further over the field here at Ankeny High School. Dimensions here, it's 335 down each line. 370 in the power alleys as Shelton, speaking of power alleys, tries to take that one there. And straightaway center is 400 with an elevated fence. So it would take a poke here to put one out into center field. 0-1 the count right now from Halverson to Max Shelton. Some more movement on that one upstairs. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. Shelton pops that one up. Foul territory over along the third baseline. Goodwin up against the fence, and it's out of play. Splats on the concrete. And that makes the count 1-2. Runner at first looks like he wants to go, and that ball misses in front. Is high, digs it out of the dirt, and I'd missed the courtesy runner over at first base for the Maroons. Looks like Will Kelly is overrunning at first for the pitcher Baumler. As now with a 2-2 count. Halverson trying to get Shelton out of here. Two-two delivery. Ball misses in on the hands of Shelton. Loads up the count. Three balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Top of the third. Halverson working very methodically and misses that one on the inside. So Shelton draws his second walk of the night. That'll move Will Kelly.
Here's the Maroon left fielder, number 8, Drew
to second.
Brouk.
And bring up Drew Brouk. Brouk 0 for 1 on the night. As time for Coach Joe Ballvance to come out and have a little discussion with Zach Halverson. Busy night, busy week, as it always is this time of year in high school sports. We've got postseason soccer going on, both boys and girls. We've also got baseball going on. In fact, the softball team's playing at Norwalk tonight. We'll try to get an update on that one here, as that game started at 7 o'clock. See if we can pull in a score on that game. That game is tied at 0. Norwalk and the Hawkettes. That is the top of the third inning. Looks like the Hawkettes on their second time through the order trying to do a little damage right now. So thanks to Shannon Nelson for her updates there tonight. Drew Brouk 0 for 1 on the night. He's got runners on first and second. As Halverson has got out of some jams already tonight with multiple base runners on, has only given up 1. Will Kelly bounces around a little bit. Big swing from Brouk for strike 1. Big crowd of Ankeny students on hand tonight. Beautiful night for baseball here in the middle of May. Central Iowa, Major League Scouts in the stands. It's a perfect setting as that ball fouled back to the fence. 0-2 now the count to Brouk.
Number 5, Will Kelly, your courtesy runner at second for the Maroons.
And if you could paint a picture of what baseball weather would look like, you've got it here tonight. That slider misses outside. Ball 1. That is a slippery slider thrown by Halverson. sun's in the eyes of the first baseman and right fielders at the moment. Shadows are quickly sneaking out there. There's the 1-2. He goes up and buzzes the tower on Brauk, and that's going to bump the runners forward as Kelly moves to third on the pass ball. Shelton moves to second. And with one out, the count is now 2-2 to Drew Brauk. We do not keep a pitch count up here in the box, but obviously, especially early in the year, or it's always being kept, but earlier in the year, even more important. After stepping out of the box, Brauk up on the 2-2 delivery from Halverson. Brauk pops that one up. Shortstop Voss gets underneath it and makes the play in foul territory. They tag up, and the throw is stopped by High. He sacrifices his body. Nice play by the Hawks.
2 away.
Voss stepped over underneath that one and was set up to make the throw as
Brings
Kelly
up number 23,
tagged
DH.
up, made a very aggressive
Dylan
move
Webb.
home, but nice job by Voss to hold him there. This will bring up Dylan Webb. Webb had a single. He's 1 for 1 on the night. He had a single to lead off the second. Let's see, he's at the plate again here in the third. That first pitch on the outside corner for strike one. That ball hacked into left center field. Back go the fielders, and making the play is Cleveland's out in left center.
And that is out.
We head to the bottom of the third.
Maroons will strand a pair.
Ankeny
We go to the bottom
trying
of
to
the third.
score some runs. Back
1-0.
after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Back to the top of the order for the Hawks in the bottom of the third. Fast-moving game. That ball is hit high, fly ball, and underneath it for the Maroons is Frericks, and he makes the
Frericks
play.
waits on that one for out number 1. Coming to the plate, left fielder, number 18, Jack Clevidence.
That'll bring up Jack Clevidence. Clevidence, the future Evansville ace, is 0 for 1 with a strikeout here tonight. Baumler wastes no time. He wants to get up there and start pitching right away. First pitch, slider misses outside for ball 1. And comes back with a fastball for the strike. That pitch in the dirt. 2-1 the count to Clevidence. The high stinky cheddar from Balmore for strike 2. Oh, that's a dirty curveball. Wow. Watching that movement on the curve.
Strikeout for 2 down. Here's the Ankeny first baseman
From Balmore, that was just filthy.
Bernholz.
That'll bring up Carson Bernholz, and Bernholz is 1 for 1 on the evening. What a dirty pitch from Balmore. One 1-0 pitch to Bernholz, right down Broadway for strike 1. Ball is popped up over the Maroons dugout. One-two pitch from Balmore. In the dirt is Hanton. Tried to get in front of it. Good hustle over here by Blake Morgan to come get the ball. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. And that is rifled over there down the right field line, fouled. Is Bernholz showing some nice hitting here early on in the season. Going up against the future Major League prospect, Trevor Balmore. And Balmore goes with a little screwball in on the hands, and after a little miscommunication of who's going to do what, Hanton decides to throw down to Shelton at first base.
And it'll be out number 3.
Bernholz
Hawks go in
showed
order.
off some
The
wheels,
bottom
made
of
it a quick
third.
play.
We'll go to the 4th.
We'll head to the 4th.
Dowling.
Maroons still in the lead, 1-0.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with US Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Coming to the
Hitting
plate
the top
for
of the
the
4th
Maroons,
with
number 25,
little ABBA,
third
Dancing
baseman,
Queen.
Joey Nahas.
Joey Nahas steps up to the plate for the Maroons, who lead 1-0. Nahas 1 for 1 on a little hit and run. Got stranded at third in the second. Lights are coming on here on the south side, and that pitch paints the corner for strike 1. Good outing tonight so far for Zach Halverson. Kept the Maroon hitters off balance. Nahas fouls that one straight back over us. Oh, 0-2 now the count. And a little slider popped up into center field. Erlmeyer takes a couple steps to his left to make the play.
For one away. Here's the shortstop, number 1, Carter Nicholson.
Carter Nicholson, who flew out to Carson Riggs at second in his first at-bat. Game is humming along tonight. That ball's popped up in the infield. Bernholtz coming over from first, and actually Ha comes over from his catcher spot.
Calls for it.
Ha decides he'll take the play on his own, and Halverson working on a quick inning right now.
Second baseman, number 6, Jack Barrett.
We'll bring up Jack Barrett, who grounded out to first in his first at-bat tonight. First pitch on the outside corner for strike one. We want to be sure tonight and thank Big Roofing, Wholesome Pet Essentials, Summit Family Dental, Fiscus Jewelers, Wheeze Teas, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, and High Street Insurance for their support of getting all these games on the air, as well as Danielle Seifert and her real estate team who have built our network here on the south side. As it counts now 1-1 to Barrett. Barrett slices that one over to short. Backhanded play by Voss, and Voss tries to make the play. Ha hustling down, though. Great backup there by the catcher, Ha. He was sprinting down, and that kept Barrett
for Barrett
to just a single out of that one. Great backhanded play by Voss, but just couldn't quite get up and make the throw.
Number 7, Matthew Hinton.
Maroons back to the top of the order with Hanton. Hanton 0 for 2 on the night. He's given Erlmeyer a workout in center with 2 fly balls to him. 2 outs for Halverson and the Hawks. Barrett creeps his lead out a little bit more. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. We have not seen a pickoff move from Halverson yet tonight. Maroons have not been super aggressive on the base paths. They haven't had a whole lot of runners on the base paths tonight in this 1-0 game in the top of the 4th. Here's the 1-0. As I say that, the runner goes as that's fouled off. Looked like a hit and run was on its way. As Barrett was on his way to second, they wanted Hanton to try to slap one out of the infield to the right side. That pitch misses outside to make it 2-1. Couple outs here for the Hawks in the top of the 4th. Great outing so far here tonight from Zach Halverson. Here's the 2-1 to the leadoff batter, Matthew Hanton. Runner goes, Hanton pops that one up, and that's going to get out of play once again. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. Two from Halverson to Hanton. Pitch misses outside. Almost looks like maybe a pickoff attempt. A little bit too far out for Ha to try to make that throw down to first. Here's the full count pitch. Runner will be leaving. That pitch misses outside. No, it did not, as the umpire says it caught the corner.
Halverson hangs the
At the bottom of the 4th, 1-0. Maroons still in the lead.
1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. Bottom of the 4th, coming up 1-0.
Due up for the Hawks will be Voss, Morgan, and Goodwin. So we head to the bottom of the 4th right after this. on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Leading off the Ankeny shortstop, number 29, Kenneth Voss.
Kenneth Voss steps up to the plate. He got a single in the first. Right now, Trevor Ballmer has retired 6 straight batters after seeing 7 batters in the first inning. And that first pitch, a strike to Voss. Oh, the bender. Another filthy pitch from Ballmer makes it 0-2. Looked like it was coming at Voss's head and then fell off the table. And another one for strike 3. Looked like that pitch was coming in as his face.
With the K for 1 away. Here's the right fielder, number 12, Blake Morgan.
And with Ballmer having a fastball that tops out at 96, if he can get that curveball working as well, look out. This is that pitch a little bit low. Blake Morgan had a single, one of a couple hits the Hawks have had tonight as he watches that pitch on the outside corner of Hawks' head. 3 hits in that first inning, but could not get any runs. And backhanded play at second from Barrett. Goes over not in time, and Blake Morgan is now 2 for 2 on the night.
Here's number 11, third baseman, Jack Goodwin.
I'll bring up Jack Goodwin, who's 0 for 1 on the night. With Blake Morgan over at first. First pitch is on the inside corner to the lefty for strike 1. And that pitch was popping the mitt of Will Hanton. There's a lot of velocity on that pitch. And that is inside and brushes back Goodwin. We haven't seen Ballmer miss much tonight. It makes the count 1-2. Tying run over at first in the form of Blake Morgan. That pitch is hacked right over at the Hawk dugout. Hawks fans are into this one right now. Trying to pull off the upset of the number 6 team in the state, the Dowling Catholic Maroons. And goes inside once again. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. Pitch also misses on the inside. Loads up the count. Hawks trying to piece something together here. Full count. And again to the inside, drawing the walk. Jack Goodwin moves Blake Morgan to second.
Coming to the plate, number 8, the catcher, Henry Ha.
Henry Ha, who struck out earlier tonight, back up now. 0 for 1 on the evening. 1 out here with the Hawks trying to do some damage in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Balmore comes back with that fastball right away. Blake Morgan at second, Jack Goodwin at first. Double play ball over to third. And just beating out the runner actually there is Nejas as he steps on the bag.
Unassisted at third for 2
Fielder's
down.
choice.
Here's the DH, number 14, Will Davies.
That'll move Goodwin to second. And bring up Will
Number
Davies.
3, Jacob
Davies 0
Morfeld,
for 1 with a K
to run
tonight.
First.
First pitch a little off speed to Davies for a strike. That pitch up the middle, looking at an infield hit possibly for Davies as Balmore from his seat can't make the play. Coming around to score is Goodwin. And the Hawks tie it up at 1 on the throwing error.
And the Hawks are on the board. Here's number 22, second baseman, Carson Riggs.
And not only that, but they move Henry Ha, the go-ahead run, over to third. Bottom of the 4th inning, the Hawks still doing some damage. Runners in the corners right now for the number 9 batter, Carson Riggs. Fouls off the first pitch on a check swing. Hawks not fazed at all by the Major League scouts in the stands tonight watching this pitcher, Trevor Balmore. Comes back with that curveball for strike 2, makes the count 0-2. Henry Ha at third, Will Davies at first. Trying to push the Hawks ahead in this one in the bottom of the 4th. And that is going to just miss on the outside. Not by much. Balmore shakes off the first pitch from his catcher. And that time throws the bender for strike 3 looking.
Bumler will get the strikeout in the bottom of the 4th, but the Hawks are on the board.
So the Hawks tie it up with another hit. Hit a walk, a fielder's choice, and an error. And they will head back to the top of the order in the 5th. Maroons due up with Furricks, Balmore, and Shelton in the top of the 5th inning right after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Maroons up with their number 2 batter, Nick Frericks. Start off the top of the 5th. The Hawks have tied this one up. Great outing so far by the junior Zach Halverson. That ball's chopped over to third. Goodwin steps up, tries to make the play. It's in the dirt, and an infield hit for Nick Frericks, his second of the night.
Single for Frericks. Here's the pitcher, number 9, Trevor Bumler.
And that'll bring up Trevor Baumler. Baumler on the night is 1 for 2. That ball is lifted high in the infield as the Hawks talk it over. Kinnick Voss calls everyone off, and it's going to be a fly out to the shortstop.
Voss takes control.
As Voss makes the play.
Here's number 30, the first baseman, Max Shelton.
I'll bring up Max Shelton. Shelton, no official at-bats tonight. He's got 2 walks and 2 at-bats. Pops that one up into left field, and giving chase is Clevidence, and Clevidence up against the fence. Jack Clevidence, another great play, and 2 outs quickly here after the leadoff single. And that'll bring up Drew Brouk, who is also 0 for 2 on the night.
Catch. Here is number 8.
What a
Drew
great outing
Brouk
from Halverson. That ball's popped up again on the infield. Bernholtz finds his way around first base, actually standing on the base when he catches it.
Will squeeze it for
And the Maroons unable to do anything after a leadoff single.
And the Maroons will strand the leadoff hit.
We head to the bottom of the 5th, still tied up. Back after this.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
US Cellular, built for us.
Maroons.
And the Maroons have made a pitching change. Get the details here on Jack Clenenden. In this 1-1 game. As Clenenden has played in one game here tonight, or one game this season. He's pitched one inning with an earned run average of 7. So Baumler ends the night with 4 hits, given up and a run, an earned run.
Here is number 2, the center fielder,
One walk
Evan
and a mess of strikeouts.
Erlmeyer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts in 4 full innings of work for Baumler. Clenenden, the tall lefty, misses inside on his first pitch.
I believe Ballmer went to center.
And that ball's popped up back towards us. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. It sounds like, or looks like, if Rodney Tomlinson's eyes are as good as they used to be, that Trevor Baumler has gone out to center field. They do want to keep his bat in the lineup. And if that's the case, I'm not sure where Frericks would have gone, or if he's out there anywhere.
Yes, he went to center.
That is Baumler out in center. As Clenenden evens up the count there at 2 apiece. From Norwalk tonight, in the middle of the 5th, Norwalk softball is leading Ankeny softball right now 1-0. Quick play made over there by Barrett at second
Barrett
base.
To Shelton for 1 away.
Score that one 4-3. As Erlmeyer
Baumler now in
on the night.
center for Dowling.
And that'll bring up Jack Clevidence.
Coming to the
Clevidence
plate,
0 for
number
2 on the
18,
evening.
The Ankeny left fielder, Jack Clevidence.
Clevidence against Clenenden. First pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. And that pitch misses low. Nobody on right now with an out in the bottom of the 5th in a game that has been moving along at a pretty fast clip tonight. Clenenden goes inside on that one and misses. Boy, if they can somehow figure out a way to... And now what's the umpire going to go down and point something out and have a chat with Coach Joe Ballvance about something with his batter? Not sure what that was about. If somehow the Hawks can figure out a way to get the bat in the hands of Blake Morgan with a runner on, Morgan is red hot tonight. As that ball fisted over towards Barrett at second, once again picks it up and once again throws over to Shelton for the out.
Barrett on the move, 2 down.
So a couple plays for Jack Barrett here in the bottom of the 5th.
The first baseman, number 1, Karsten
Bernholtz 1 for 2 on the night. Steps up now. Clenenden gets that Bernholtz to pop up out of play. And Bernholtz goes the other way this time now to make the count 0-2. And a strikeout there for Clennon.
3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 5th for Ankeny. We'll go to the 6th. It's 1-1.
Be right back with the top of the 6th. 1-1 game. Don't go anywhere.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
And the Juicy Wiggle taking us into the 6th inning. As the Maroons going to come up with Dylan Webb, Joey Nahas, and Carter Nicholson.
Here is the designated hitter, number 23, Dylan Webb.
Dylan Webb steps up to the plate for the Maroons here in the top of the 6th. Webb watches that first pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Way too many buttons at one time.
And now 0-2 to Webb. Webb goes fishing for that one and fouls it off. Man, what an outing tonight from Zach Halverson. Has scattered 5 hits, only giving up 1 run as that one goes, and Bernholtz stops it with his foot and
Bernholtz takes it 3.
Webb to first.
1 away. Here's the third baseman, number 25, Joey Nahas.
Nahas steps up and watches the first pitch right down Broadway for strike 1. Nahas 1 for 2 on the evening. Pops that one up over into right field as
Morgan waiting underneath that
goes
one.
over and makes the play for out number 2.
Here's the shortstop.
And Zach
number 1,
Halverson's
Carter Nicholson.
masterful night continues for the Hawks. They bring up Carter Nicholson for the Maroons. As the crowd's starting to buzz a little bit here at Ankeny on the south side, they are smelling upset right now. Nicholson, that's a shot to center field, and there to get it is Erlmeyer, and he makes the play.
Erlmeyer to his right.
Hawks going to try to take a lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
3 down.
Be back right after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle
We go to the bottom
Seifert
of the
Real
6th.
Estate
It's
Team.
1-1.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Number 29, the Ankeny shortstop, Kenneth Voss.
Voss, Morgan, and Goodwin will head to the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Hawks trying to pull the upset over number 6 Dowling as Clennon misses that first pitch upstairs. Cooling off a little bit outside now as that pitch misses upstairs. Looks like we're now under a flood watch here in town, which everything is shaping up to get a lot of rain overnight here. This field is looking beautiful right now. Two and two the count right now to Kenneth Voss. Loads up the count right now. Kenneth Voss represents the go-ahead run for the Hawks. Hacks that one over to third base, and Ahas fires it across the infield, and Shelton picks it out of the dirt.
A nice shot across to Shelton for 1 away. Here's the Ankeny right fielder, number 12, Blake Morgan.
And now Blake Morgan, who's 2 for 2 on the night. Would have loved to have found a way to get the bat in his hands with a runner on. That first pitch misses upstairs. Big swing there from Morgan. Glennon throws that slider outside in from the left side of the plate. And Morgan, for the first time tonight, gets retired.
Clinton with a strikeout for 2 away. Brings up the third baseman, number 11.
Now Jack Goodwin, who's 0 for 1 on the night. Glennon's starting to heat up now. And the first ball now from Clenendon. That ball didn't miss by much. In fact, Hant was already taking off to the dugout, evens it up at 2 apiece. That ball's hacked out into left field, and that is going to drop just foul down the left field line. That was close. Two and two the count to Goodwin. Loads up the count. And Goodwin draws the walk.
Goodwin, the base on ball.
The second time tonight, Goodwin's on base.
Number 8, Henry.
Good battle for Jack after getting down 0-2 in the count. Hawks trying to take a lead with Henry high at the plate. Clenendon misses that pitch inside. Clenendon, the lefty, throws that one in on the upper outside part of the plate for the strike. Makes the count 1-1. And a little pickoff move over there at first base, and in there back in time is Goodwin. One and one the count to Ha. That ball's hacked out into right center field. Goodwin going to hold up at second base, and the Hawks with a go-ahead run now in scoring position with Jack Goodwin at second base.
With the single.
Hawks fans and a bunch of them here smelling the upset right now.
RJ St. Romain, number 10, running at first base. At the plate, number 14,
RJ
Will
St.
Davies.
Romain at first base now for Ha. Will Davies steps up. Davies 0 for 2 on the night. He got on with an error in the fourth. Watches that first slider in there for a strike. Runners on second and first right now. Hawks trying to take the lead here in the bottom of the sixth, and that ball is hacked foul. A big ooh comes from the Hawks crowd as they were smelling runs on that one. Makes the count 0-2 now to Davies. Here comes a pitch from Clenendon on the 0-2. Upstairs. as Davies wants time. 1-2 the count. There it is. That's out to right field. Long fly ball, and that is going to drop out there. That's going to be multiple runs for the Hawks. St. Romain and Goodwin both come around to score, and the Hawks have taken a 3-1 lead on the Maroons. The double from Will Davies down the right field line.
Davies, a 2 RBI double. Here's number
With
22.
two outs, the runners
second
were
baseman,
going already.
Carson
Trying to get
Riggs.
their 2-2, and they got there, and gives the Hawks a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. And that'll bring up, this damage has all been done with the bottom half of the order for the Hawks. And that'll bring up Carson Riggs. And we may be looking at a pinch hitter situation now as Coach Ball Vance comes out, and it is still Riggs out there standing at the plate. Actually just going to get a pinch runner situation. Davies, a designated hitter, will have Ben Taylor checking in for him to run at second. Huge
Number
hit for
21,
Will
Ben
Davies.
Taylor running at second.
Three to one, the Hawks smelling upset right now. Another high street insurance run now waiting at second base. And that pitch is going to hit Carson Riggs.
Riggs will wear
as
that
he
one.
will head down to first. Back to the top of the order for Erlmeyer.
Here is number 2, center fielder, Evan.
Thanks to High Street
Erlmeyer.
Insurance for that insurance run after the go-ahead hit came in. Now trying to add another. With Ben Taylor at second. That pitch is a strike. And that one misses outside. That ball is a moonshot foul down the right field line. Hawks 3 outs away from a big early season upset. That pitch misses outside, evens up the count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And Clennon going to step down off the hill. Boisterous crowd here on the south side tonight supporting their Hawks, as they always do. That pitch is checked. And they appeal to the base umpire. And there is the out, but the
London will get the
Hawks
strikeout to end the bottom of the 6th. But the
3
Hawks
outs away.
hang a crooked number. It's 3-1, Ankeny.
They will head to the 7th, trying to close down the Maroons and win this game, leading 3-1. Back right after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
And there's ball 2. And Shelton fouls that one off. Over into the student section here for Ankeny. A raucous student section tonight. Great atmosphere on the south side of town. Bases full of Maroons right now with Jack Barrett on third, Nick Frericks on second, Trevor Baumler at first, and that ball's going to sneak through. Here comes run number 1. Going to be a plate at the plate, and that ties it up at 3. Max Shelton ties it up.
Shelton picking up the 2 RBI.
And that'll probably be the end of the night for Halverson as Will Kelly heads to third. And we're going to have a pitching change. U.S. Cellular called the pen. We'll be back. Give you some details on that as the game is now tied at 3 in the top of the 7th. Back after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Yes.
U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
And we're back in right now with Will Davies, the pitcher coming in for the Hawks. Max Shelton for the Maroons, a bases loaded single. Pushed it through the right side, the lefty got around on it, tied things up here and moved the go-ahead run. Will Kelly, who's running for Trevor Baumler, over to third. Ankeny is that upset on their mind. They played so well tonight. And for the first time now in the top of the 7th, they've given up a crooked number. And Drew Brauch, who's 0 for 3 on the night, stepping up now for the Maroons. So Will Davies
coming to the plate,
in to pitch.
left fielder number 8, Drew Brauch.
And they're going to intentionally walk Brauch.
Doing the intentional pass.
To load the bases here for Dylan Webb. Webb 1 for 3 on the night.
Brings up the designated hitter, number 23, Dylan Webb.
So bases juice now for Webb. Davies. Had a good night swinging the bat. Now in there trying to close down the Maroons here in the top of the 7th. There's a little change up there to Webb. Gets him fishing for strike 1. That one misses upstairs. Such a great outing up until the 7th inning tonight from Zach Halverson. That pitch is a strike on the inside corner. Davies trying to give the Hawks a chance to win this thing in the bottom of the 7th. That's a high fly ball to right field as Blake Morgan's underneath it. Maroons tagging up, run home, and they're going to try to score. There's a play at the plate, and out at home, the double play. Throws things down. Blake Morgan catches it, throws out the runner, trying to get home. That's a great call by Ha to let it go through, and the Hawks are going to have a chance to walk things off in the 7th. Back after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
But the Maroons find 2 in the top.
Hi everybody,
half.
Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to Dream Homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Love's fire. Just great balls of fire.
When an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have
I want to love you like I love the sea. You're fine, so kind. Like to tell this world that you're mine. Chew my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, you're driving me crazy. It's crazy, great balls of fire. Top of the order, right? With Erlmeyer? Is that right?
Stepping in, number
Mark,
So now 0-2 the count from Clenendon to Voss. And that misses on the outside. That pitch is lifted out into right field. Coming in to make the play for the Maroons under the lights
We're heading
is
for
Matthew
extra.
Kerner, and we're going to head to an extra inning.
Kerner makes the play
Extra baseball
for
tonight.
out
Back with the 8th
number
inning
3.
right after
We'll go to the
this
8th.
on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen,
Avoid that hassle and go with US Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet, just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
When an athlete walks into Nick Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Joey Nahas, Carter Nicholson, and Jack Barrett will
Coming
head
to
to
the
the
plate,
plate for
number
the
25,
Maroons here
the
in the
third
top of
baseman,
the 8th.
Joey
The Maroons
Nahas.
put up 2 in the top of the 7th with their backs against the wall. Nahas leads things off with a single this time. Diving effort by Voss, not quite enough.
And a shot up the middle from Nahas for the base hit.
And that makes Nahas 2 for 4 tonight.
Here's the shortstop, number 1, Carter Nicholson.
That'll bring up Carter Nicholson. Nicholson is 0 for 3 this evening. Quick throwback over there to try to pick off Nahas. Is back in safe. Starting to feel that humidity out in the air tonight. A little pop-up bunt there as Nicholson couldn't quite get it down. Makes the count 0-1. Shows bunt again, but pulls it back. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. That ball is missing outside. Two and one now the count to Nicholson. And there's a strike they needed, 2-2. Ball's fouled right back at us. Two and two the count to Nicholson. And that pitch misses inside. Full count pitch to Nicholson with a runner on first. Bounces that one out straight to Clevenance out in left field. First I thought it hit the ground, but there's no way that thing carried that long after that. So that is a fly out
second baseman
for Nicholson to left.
Jack Barrett.
Clevenance has been steady Eddie out there in left field's made some very nice plays tonight as well. And that'll bring up Jack Barrett, who is 1 for 2 tonight. Had a walk in his last at bat. Joey Nahas represents the go-ahead run over at first base. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. A little throwback to try to get Nahas. That ball's popped up and over there to try to get it up against the fence, and it's caught up against the fence by Bernholtz. Him and Ha were both giving hard chase.
Bernholtz gets down. Brings up the catcher, number 7, Matthew.
And back to the top of the order for the Maroons. Matthew Hanton at the top of the order for the Maroons tonight is 0 for 4. Really big lead over at first base from Nahas with no one holding him on. They try to sneak in behind him. The umpires come up and they say that was a balk. So the go-ahead run moves into scoring position for the Maroons. And now Coach Joe Ballvance wants to come out and have a discussion with his pitcher, Davies, and bring the entire infield in to chat about how they're going to handle things here.
Only during your class. Actually did my workout today. The whole 40 minutes.
So there's still a discussion here between Coach Ballvance and the home plate umpire about that balk call. And Coach Mark Roaring wants to be a part of this as well, as he's going to actually go ahead and make a substitution there and get a new runner out at second
number
base.
5, Will Kelly.
As Will
coming
Kelly
to run for the Maroons at second.
Out there running for Nahas. And it appears that Norwalk has upset the Hawkettes down in softball. Norwalk with a walk-off hit in the bottom of the 7th to win that one 2-1. So tough start for Coach Bingham's team. Ranked number 5 in Class 5A, but they'll be back. It's going to be a great year for the Hawkettes. 2 outs here on the baseball side of things. To Matthew Hinton. First pitch misses. And that pitch misses upstairs. Two outs here as Davies trying to work his way out of a little jam. That ball hacked over to short. Having to go a long ways back. Kinnick Voss fires it across the infield. Not quite in time. Voss just had to go back too far to make that play. An infield hit for Hanton. Moves the go-ahead run for the Maroons to third. Will Kelly. Runners in the corners now for Trevor Baumler. This may be another situation where they decide to walk him.
Number 3, center fielder Nick Frericks.
And load up the bases. Although Shelton made him pay the last time they did that. 2 outs right now to Baumler. Baumler in for no decision tonight. Pitched the first 4 innings. Game was tied at 1 when he left. We'll throw back over to first base. They actually don't throw back, and Hanton back in safely with runners in the corners. Baumler watches that pitch for the strike. Baumler hits that ball, high fly ball to left field, coming underneath its Clevidence. And Clevidence makes the play as he calls off Boss. Right at the last minute, the Hawks going to try to win this thing in extra innings in the bottom of the 8th. We'll be back right after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
I've got a pinch hitting situation right now in the bottom of the 8th. Looks like the Hawks are going to come out. At least swinging a bat right now is not Blake Morgan, who's due up right now. It is going to be Jacob Morfeld.
Stepping in, number 3, Jacob Morfeld.
Morfeld in there to bunt, and he goes first for strike 1. Morfeld shows bunt, tries to push that down the first base side, and that is strike 2 to Jacob, trying to get a base runner on for the Hawks to try to win this thing in the 8th. So it'll be Morfeld, Goodwin, and Ha due up for Coach Ball Vance's Hawks. And that ball is going to get its way through. The leadoff single for Morfeld.
Morfeld, the leadoff base hit.
Representing the winning run now for the Hawks, trying to walk this thing off in the 8th. And that will bring
at the plate
now
number 11,
Jack Goodwin.
Third baseman, Jack Goodwin.
Goodwin 0 for 1 tonight. He's got a couple walks. And right now, his run means nothing. His out means a lot. But they want to get Jacob Morfeld around the bases. Got to be careful over there, Morfeld. They try a pickoff move right away. He is in there safe, just barely. Whew. Clenenden gave that high kick, and before he stepped over to first. Hawks showing bunt. That's a nice one. Sacrifice bunt. It's booted, and there's nobody out now with runners on first and second. Goodwin places a perfect bunt. Sacrifice bunny safe, and now you may see another bunt here from Henry Ha.
Stepping in, the catcher, number 8, Henry Ha.
The winning run at second base, Jacob Morfeld with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 8th. Henry Ha at the plate. Clenenden looks in. Ha shows bunt. Left it upstairs. This is where you got to be careful if you get too far behind in the count. Give Haas something that he can push to right field. 1-0 the count, a little pickoff move, and in there safe at second is Morfeld. Morfeld playing around with some pretty good leads here in the bottom of the 8th. He is a very important run out there right now. We'll see how they elect to play it on any hits to the outfield. Haas shows bunt again. He puts it down, and the ball is a foul ball, just barely. Matthew Hanton had to let that thing sit on the dirt a little bit longer than comfortable. That would have loaded up the bases. It was just barely foul. So Ha now with a 1-1 count. Clenenden takes the sign. Ha shows bunt once again and misses that time. Makes it 1-2. This situation worked out just fine for Jacob Morfeld, but they really want Henry Ha to get one on the ground right now. Something to the right side. He shows bunt again. Now pulls back. Clenenden looks in, takes a sign, the delivery. Ha, that's a long fly ball to center field, and slipping a little bit, but making the play out in center was Baumler.
Baumler
slipped a little bit as he came in to do it.
Out number 1.
And that is out number 1, and they would have preferred to have that thing to the right side.
Here is number 14, Will Davies.
And this will bring up Will Davies. He had a huge double in the 6th to give the Hawks a 3-1 lead. Double right now would end this thing. Davies is also in line to get the win. Could help himself out in a couple ways here. There's the hit to center field, and it is actually caught. Wow! What an incredible play by Carter Nicholson.
Play. Nicholson makes a great play.
The little flare up the middle looked like it was going to work its way through, and the Maroons dodge a huge bullet. A double play by Carter Nicholson makes the diving catch and lands on second base. And we head to the 9th inning. Back after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Yes.
US Cellular, built for us.
Number 9, center fielder Trevor Baumler.
The 9th inning now with Trevor Baumler. That was not him. That ended the last inning. That was a pop fly from Nick Frericks. So in the 9th inning right now, a marathon night here as Baumler watches that first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. So the Hawks had a leadoff single and moved him to second with nobody out, and were unable to do anything. Baumler hits a moonshot out to left field. Camping underneath it is Clevidence, and he does not make the play. I don't know if he lost it upstairs or what. Baumler trips coming around second, and he's back in there safe. The umpire's going to have a discussion because Baumler got rid of his helmet as he was running. And Clevidence then did not catch it. So the umpire's going to have a discussion of how this gets handled. Baumler was pretty sure that was going to get caught, and it did not get caught. And they're going to come over and talk to Coach Mark Roaring, and that's usually not good news for the Maroons. And he looks like he's not happy with the call. It looks like they're probably going to call Baumler. Well, we'll see here. I don't know if that's a warning situation or not. No, they're going to allow Baumler to remain at second base. So as both coaches get a talking to, Baumler's helmet came off, and immediately there's people saying that it came off intentionally, and Clevidence ended up going over his head out there in left field. And Baumler in there now safe at second with a double is what will be the rule. Well, excuse me, I think it's an error.
First baseman Max Shelton.
Ruled an error to get Baumler to second, and now he represents the go-ahead run for the Maroons with Max Shelton at the plate. Shelton is 1 for 2 today. He had the two RBIs on a single with bases loaded in the 7th that sent this game to extra innings, and now another official calling timeout. Davies wants to have some things verified from his coach, Ball Vance. Oh, we thought we were going to beat the weather in tonight. Coming in after 10 o'clock. This game now approaching 9:40.
Who was it that said we're moving right along?
Yeah. Shelton can't get that bunt down. Take a look at our radar here, see if anything's coming in. They said after 10 o'clock things would start to pick up a little bit active-wise in the weather tonight. Now they're saying after 1 o'clock. We better not be here at that time.
Sam wants to stay.
Shelton pops that one up over on the third baseline to Goodwin. And he misses it. Goodwin can't make the play. That ball got above the lights and Goodwin couldn't find it. And the second error of the inning now in the bottom of the 8th. Top of the 9th. As you could tell, that ball got up in the air and Goodwin just looked to the side and he could not find it.
Stepping in, number 8, left fielder, Drew Prout.
You're just setting up the force.
So the runner's on first and second. And that pitch is outside. This is Drew Brouk, who is 0 for 3 tonight. Would like to get a bunt on the ground. This is where the Hawks were not able to get that in the 8th inning. They were in a very similar situation. The Maroons got out of it. Let's see what the Hawks can do right now. And that is a strike on the outside corner. Two and one the count to Brout. Brout gets the bunt down, and that's going to move the runners over. Play at first base is out. Nice job come charging in by Bernholtz to make
Brout
the play.
gets the sacrifice down, one away.
But Brout does his job of sacrificing the runners over, and that'll bring up Dylan Webb.
Here's number 23, the DH, Dylan Webb.
Webb is 1 for 4 tonight from his DH spot. And now another discussion by our officials. Not sure what this is all about. Coach Ballvance wants an explanation for something. And they're going to intentionally walk Webb to load the bases. And that'll bring up Joey Nejas.
Webb being given the intentional pass. Here's third baseman, number 25, Joey Nejas.
Nejas is 2 for 4 tonight. See if this choice pays off for Coach Ballvance. First pitch is inside for a ball. Bases full of Maroons right now. Balmore on third, Shelton on second, Dylan Webb on first. And that pitch inside as well to Nejas. Want to be sure and thank Big Roofing, Wholesome Pet Essentials, Summit Family Dental, Fiscus Jewelers, Wheeze Tees, LGL Law, and High Street Insurance for their support of tonight's game. Nejas pops that one out of play for strike one. He got around on that one. That ball's upstairs to Nejas. Makes the count 3-1. Nejas hacks that one out into left field, and it's caught by Clevenance. Runners tag. No, they don't. They go back, and nice job by the Hawks.
For out number 2.
So at least initially the decision to walk Webb pays off.
Brings up number 1, the shortstop.
And that'll bring up Carter Nicholson, the number 8 batter, who is 0 for 3 tonight. Bases loaded with Maroons. Ankeny has come up with a big defensive play every time they've needed it tonight. Can they do it just one more time? That pitch misses upstairs. Davies got behind in the count to the last batter, was able to retire him. See if he can do it one more time. And he hits him. That's going to bring in the go-ahead run for the Maroons. And the bases will remain loaded as Balmore, who led off the inning with that towering shot to left,
Nicholson is hit by the pitch,
fell just inside the fence.
Across.
Coach Ballvance going to head on out to have a chat with Will Davies. Bases still loaded. And that'll give us a U.S. Cellular call to the pen. We'll be back with our new pitcher right after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
US Cellular, built for us.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
And we're back here as Dowling, after loading the bases, has taken a 4-3 lead in the top of the ninth.
Jack Barrett, number 6.
Jack Barrett, the number 9 batter, steps up to the Maroons. And the new pitcher in is Travis Gerstle for the Hawks. These runners on base right now are Will Davies. He had a great 3 innings. And that catches the outside corner for a strike. One and one with bases loaded with Maroons. Big swing from Barrett for strike 2. The Hawks will go to the plate in the bottom of the inning with Davies, Riggs, then back to the top of the order in Erlmeyer. The curveball, I don't know where that missed. That thing bent right in there. Evens up to count it 2 apiece. As that ball's fouled back right at us. 2-2-2. Travis Gerstle to Jack Barrett. That ball fouled back over us once again. Somehow found the town cow behind us. Still 2-2. Gerstle versus Barrett. Here's the delivery. Curveball, and that's going to get through. The Maroons not getting another run. Here comes another runner from second base. And the throw is not quite in time. And the Maroons plate 2 more to take a 6-3 lead.
Barrett with 2 RBIs.
A 2 RBI single for Barrett, the number 9 batter. And he moves to second on the throw.
Top of the order, the catcher, number 7.
That scored Shelton
Matthew
and Webb.
Hinton.
Nicholson moves to third. And Barrett on second. So 3 runs here in the top of the ninth for the Maroons. Make a tall task for the Hawks to try to tie this thing back up or win it in the bottom of the ninth. Back to the top of the order with Matthew Hinton, who's 1 for 5 tonight. And Hinton hits a rope to left field. Clevenant's going back. That's a one-hopper to the wall. 2 more runs come across for the Maroons. And Hinton's motoring around second. Thought about 3, but he's in there safe with a double. Knocks in 2 more runs. And
2 RBIs.
This final score, the Hawks can't put one together, this final score not going to be indicative of how close this game was tonight, as the Maroons have plated
This will be
5
number 3, center fielder Nick
in the top of the
Frericks.
ninth.
Not center fielder anymore, but whatever.
As Nick Frericks comes back up to the plate for the Maroons. Frericks is 3 for 5, having a nice night. Started off the night in center field. There was a courtesy runner that went in for the Maroons. Try to get a number on that. Big cut there by Frericks for strike 1. Is that Parker DePhillips out running?
17.
Yep, that's Parker DePhillips out running at second base. Quarterback for the Maroons football team. Curveball comes in there for strike 2.
Number 17, Parker DePhillips, running at second for Dowling.
And that ball bounces back to the backstop, and that will move Hanton to third. So the Hawks going to have to do some damage in the bottom of the ninth. Curveball comes in again. That one didn't break off enough. There's a shot out to left field, and that's going to drop in front of Clevenance. Another run scores.
Frericks with an RBI single.
Once again, the score now kind of getting out of hand, but just not indicative of how close the Hawks were in
Here's
this
number
one tonight.
9, Trevor Baumler.
And Baumler is up now for the second time this inning. He led things off. With a long shot to left that got caught up in the lights that Clevenance couldn't get to. First pitch is outside for ball 1. 6 runs for the Maroons in the top of the ninth. Gerstle looks in. Ball's fouled back, evens up the count at 2 apiece. And that ball is tailing foul, and it is foul down the right field line. Gerstle trying to get Baumler out of here. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. To Baumler with Frericks on first. Baumler sits on that one, rips it over there down the third baseline, and Goodwin can't get a handle on it. And for the second time this inning, Baumler is on with an error. And that'll move Frericks to second. So the Maroons now have sent, this is the 11th batter they've sent to the plate in the top of the ninth.
Here's number 30, first baseman Max Shelton.
Back to Max Shelton. This is Max's 6th plate appearance tonight. He is 1 for 3 officially with a couple walks. Shelton puts everything into that one, going back deep to center is Erlmeyer, and Erlmeyer makes the play for the third out.
Erlmeyer makes the
The
play.
Maroons put up 6th in the top
Maroons find 6 in the top of the ninth.
We'll head to the
We
bottom
go
of
to
the ninth with the
It's
Hawks.
9-3.
And try to get back in this one with Davies, Riggs, and Erlmeyer right back after this on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
And we're back here in the bottom of the 9th inning with the Hawks after giving up 6 to the Maroons in the top of the 9th. And it will actually be now Charlie Voigt stepping up to the plate for the Hawks to try to get him back in this one. There's no 7-run swing in baseball, so they'll try to do this one batter at a time. A lot of Ankeny Hawk faithful have stuck around for this one tonight. Seniors' last day of school tomorrow.
Number
Hawks
7, Charlie
underclassmen
Voigt.
will go to school through the week as Charlie Voigt steps up to the plate. Clendenin still in for the Maroons on the bump. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. And that pitch goes way inside on Voigt. Three and 1 the count right now to Jack Voigt. Voigt gets all of that one out into right field, and making a long run and making the catch is
Kerner on the run to make the play.
Kerner out and right.
1 away.
For the first out of the
Here's
inning.
the center fielder, number 2, Evan Erlmeyer.
Get us back to the top of the order with Evan Erlmeyer. That pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. That curveball doesn't break off there. Beautiful night for baseball here in Ankeny, Iowa. suburb of Des Moines, for those of you watching, as that ball popped up into left field into that Bermuda Triangle. But going back to make the play is Joey Nahas.
Makes the play for out number 2.
And that's 2 outs. Maroons drew first blood tonight in the top of the 2nd. Ankeny tied it up in the bottom of the 4th and then took a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 6th before the Maroons came back and tied it up at 3 in the top of the 7th. Ankeny had runners on in scoring position, never able to push any of them across. And it was the Maroons then who played at 6 in the top of the 9th. And the Hawks now hoping for a miracle. Try to pull this one off tonight as that ball's fouled back and makes the count 1-1. Curveball comes in on the outside corner for strike 2. The Hawks had so many chances to finish off the upset here tonight. And that ball just misses outside. Going to look back at it as a game of what ifs. It's not quite able to get it done, but the Hawks have shown early on this season that they can hang with even the best in the state. As that loads the count. Pleasant Valley, Cedar Rapids, Kennedy, now Dowling, a bunch of top 5 teams, top 6 teams in the state of Iowa. And that ball is over and picked up by Shelton. He flips it over and actually beating everybody down there.
Picking them up and setting them down.
A little nonchalant attitude on the part of the Maroons there, not able to get that out.
Here is number 1, the first baseman, Karsten Bernholz.
That'll get Karsten Bernholz. I'm all out of order here because somehow things got changed up. Did we go from Erlmeyer to?
That was Clevidence.
That was Clevidence. Okay, gotcha. Missed that one. All right, there we go. Clevidence showing the wheels to first. He was the one that ran it down. That ball is fouled off of Bernholz. Bernholz 1 for 4 tonight.
What time did you get here today? 8 a.m. Look at 14 hours there.
0-2 the count right now. There it is, swing and a miss. The Maroons going to win this one 9-3 and stay undefeated on the year in a game that was so close and what ifs tonight for the Ankeny Hawks. Want to thank everybody for watching here tonight. We're back to softball here later this week on our sister station, Centennial Digital.
Ankeny 3. On behalf of everybody here at
Ankeny
Ankeny,
falls to 1-4 on this young season. We look forward to watching them develop throughout the course of the year. Have a good night, everybody. This has been the Ankeny